Okay, so hopefully the sunlight isn't going to be too bright for this video. Looking through the viewfinder, the top of this box is just like a blinding white colour. You can't actually see any detail on it at all. But yeah, I got this in the post today, and I think it should be from Champions Cube Store. Okay, so it's quite a big box. I did order a few puzzles from there. And it looks like we've got some freebies, some free cube bags and a stand and whatever. So I've got so many cube bags now. So there is a blue Champions Cube Store bag, a purple Champion Cube Store bag, smaller than the blue one. Free stand, yellow stand, and it says puzzlewholesale.com. I've not heard of that before. championscubestore.com. All kinds of puzzle cube in here. So this, if I can get it out, is a Diansheng 3x3. Yeah, I got it because I like the interesting shape. The pieces kind of remind me of those honey dippers. You know, they're kind of like wooden things that you dip into honey, and they've got like this weird shape on the end. Stickless 4x4 LanLan Octahedron. Can't get this out. Curvy Copter III in limited edition transparent green. Dayan Gem IV and a Dayan Gem IV VII, I think it should be. And there's nothing else in the box. Okay, so let's take a look at this first. Just seeing if there's anything interesting to read on it, but there isn't because it's all in Chinese. Let's get into this packaging. Some instructions in this packaging as well. Let's see. Not sure if there's going to be anything that interesting on the instructions, and there isn't really. Looks really nice, feels strange in the hand because of the shapes and everything and the texture of it. Very vibrant colours. It's a regular colour scheme. Oh wait, no it isn't. Oh wait, Yeah, it is. I was thinking that was red at first, and I was thinking green shouldn't be on the left of red if white is on the bottom. That's red. So yeah, it looks really nice, and it feels really nice in the hand for some reason. And like the middle of it, it kind of looks like a ball shape. Let's see what it turns like. Wow, that is really fast actually. Kind of feels a bit weird finger tricking it because of the shape. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so maybe it's a bit too loose. I'll show you the pieces anyway. So that is a corner. And that is an edge. It was weird how it popped actually, because I was only turning this layer like that. It wasn't like I was doing moves like that or anything. Yeah, I wasn't doing any corner cutting. I was just simply moving it like that. So yeah, it's kind of unexpected. But I don't know. I guess maybe I just need to tighten the tension on it. I'm not really sure. So I can't remember what the proper name is for this, but yeah, it's just basically a Diansheng 3x3 in a weird shape. So this is the Curvy Copter III. By mf8. Sun Cube, that still hasn't come out yet. mf8 Legend. I don't have that one. I may get it someday. So this is in, that's weird, it feels like it's wrapped in cling film. So this is in limited edition transparent green, and it looks really nice in the sunlight actually, the transparent green. Got hair there. So yeah, I was really tempted to get the stickless version because I thought that looked the best, but to be honest, a lot of the stickless versions, they have like blemishes on them, like on the white face for example. On this piece there might be like a big black blemish on it, which is actually in the plastic, so you can't rub it off. And then on the orange side for example, some of the orange pieces may look like a much darker shade of orange than the other orange pieces. So I thought, something, I think, there's a chance my stickless Curvy Copter 3 may end up looking like that when I get it. So I think I'd just rather get this this transparent green version. And yeah, it looks a lot nicer than how it looks in the photos. This isn't really much of a limited edition because they're so common you can find them everywhere. They seem about as common as the black versions and is there white versions? I can't even remember. But yeah, that just turns really nicely. Feels a little greasy, so I think maybe it's been lubed. Well, I can't feel any lube on the inside of the pieces, but the outside actually feels greasy as though it has been lubed. But yeah, that just turns really well. So I already have the helicopter cube, the Curvy Copter cube, the Curvy Copter Dodecahedron, and now I've got the Curvy Copter III. I think the only one that I don't have is Curvy Copter Plus, which I'm gonna end up getting. So we can do these kind of turns on it. I'm not sure if there's any other types of turns. I don't think there is. I think you can only do these turns on it. Let's try and show some jumbling. Not really sure exactly where to turn it. There we go. So I think maybe this is the only kind of jumbling that you can do. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really pleased with this. You know, a while after ordering it, I was thinking, did I really do the right thing? Because I do really like the way the stickless ones look. But now that I've got this, I'm really glad that I did get it in this this transparent green colour, because it just looks really nice in person. So this is the LanLan 4x4 Octahedron stickless. This feels really loose. It's kind of rattling in my hand. I hope it's not going to fall apart on me. Let's see the colours. We've got white, blue, orange, purple, red, yellow, pink, green. Yeah, nice colours. Turns well enough. As I'm turning this, I've got to kind of hold this part of it to keep everything aligned more so it doesn't catch. If I just kind of hold it there like that and try turning it, it was catching before, but it's not doing it now. That feels very loose. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, so you can turn it like halfway through like that, and then you can turn these bits as well, like the tips of it. So I mean, I'm just basically figuring these puzzles out as I go along, because I don't, like, before buying a puzzle, I don't really study it, like, you know, and try and work out exactly how it moves before I buy it. I'll just maybe watch 1 or 2 videos on it, you know, to see if it seems like something I'd like, and then, you know, if it's something I like, I'll buy it. Yeah, so the tips will be the centres. They're going to have orientation, which I'm not really good with on 4x4 shape mods, and yeah, I'm not going to try and work the rest of the pieces out because I'll probably get it wrong. Okay, so Dayan Gem IV VII. So I think I now have all of the gem cubes except the Gem Cube 2, which I've ordered on Fast Tech. I've ordered the transparent version, but they've still not shipped it yet. I ordered it probably around a week ago. So this is a primary one. not sure if these primary ones are limited editions or not. So you can see these hexagons. Are they hexagon shapes? They look like squashed and like stretched out. It's a very interesting look. So I've honestly got no idea exactly how this turns. I'm guessing you can turn these faces, and you can. You know, it turns pretty much fine. Let's see if I can turn these square faces. It's kind of moving a little bit, but it won't move anymore. I know on one of the gem cubes, these faces on it, it seems as though, sorry about that, but my camera cut out. It cuts out every 20 minutes. So yeah, one of these Dayan Gem cubes, it's very difficult to move these square faces on it. A lot of people thought at first that they weren't actually supposed to turn, but if you put more force into it, or if you just wiggle them around for a while, they will turn. So I'm wondering if this is that cube or not. I don't want to break it by putting too much force onto it, but yeah, these faces do indeed turn. It's just very difficult to turn them. So I think the only turns that you've got on this puzzle are these types, these faces, and these faces, and I think that's about it. God, that is really tough to turn. So yeah, I'm sure this does actually jumble as well. Let's see if I can make it do that. I'm not sure if it is actually meant to turn like this or not. I'm worried that it actually might pop. I think maybe this is an illegal move, really. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's this edge of the face that will turn off. I was trying to turn off these edges, you know, because it looks as though it would be these edges that would actually turn off because they're both, you know, they're both the same as each other, whereas these two edges, they're both different from each other. So you'd think it would be these two edges that wouldn't actually turn off, but they do. That is just weird. So yeah, these square faces, I don't know if breaking them in will improve them that much or not. I don't know. Could just break them in, use some lube, and then hopefully they will move better. I mean, this one, it's really stiff. It just doesn't really want to move at all. Okay, so lastly, let's take a look at the Dayan Gem 4. So you can see this turns right through the middle. So this looks very similar to the 7, except let's see, let's stand it up. So we've got these types of faces, these square ones, then we've got these hexagon shaped ones. On this one they're like squashed, whereas on this one they're just normal. So I don't think these square faces are meant to turn. This does actually feel kind of very chunky and blocky compared to this one. So these faces turn. Wow, it's not turning that well. You can see it's wanting to pop there. It's getting caught. This layer, it feels really tight. So that is really stiff and it's catching. I can't even move it at all now. Wow, that is turning really badly. Let's see if I can get it back. Doesn't really want to go back. Okay, let's try another face. Now this one is turning better. It is, you know, look, it's catching like the other one, like catching really badly, but it's not as stiff. Wow. Yeah, it's got to be said, the turning on this is terrible. Now this face is actually turning okay. It's still a little catchy, but I'm not sure if I've just got a bad one or whether all of the Dayan Gem IVs are like this. So then you've got like these types of turns where you can just, these really deep turns where you can just turn it through the middle. Now that's not turning too badly at all. That kind of looks weird. It's still a little catchy, look at that. Well, I'm trying to move that, but I'm really sure they're not supposed to turn. No, that's not moving too badly at all. Not even catching really. I guess I can put up with the terrible turning. It's just one of those things, I suppose. You know, some puzzles, they're just not meant to be speed cubes, so I don't know. I think I'll need to do I think I'll have to adjust some of the tensions on this puzzle, because you know, some of the faces are just, I mean, I can't even move that one. Okay, so let's start scrambling these puzzles. So yeah, Diansheng, they also do like another one that's similar to this, but it's like beads. They kind of, it's like the pieces are round shapes, but they're kind of got like these flattened angles on them. If that makes any sense at all, it's very hard to describe. And they also do a 4x4 version, which looks like that as well, which I have ordered at Lightsake. So there is a scrambled Diansheng weirdly shaped 3x3. So you guessed it, I'm not going to scramble this by the jumbling, I'm just going to scramble it without jumbling. Very beautiful looking puzzle, this one. Okay, so there's a scrambled Curvy Copter III. Yeah, this feels very, very loose. So there is a scrambled LanLan 4x4 Octahedron. Cannot turn this face at all. So there is a scrambled Dayan Gem VII. And lastly, let's scramble this Dayan Gem IV. Went to turn that face then, but forgot these square faces, they're not meant to turn. So yeah, I guess I'll just leave that there. So today, from Champions Cube Store, I got a Diansheng weirdly shaped 3x3, an mf8 Curvy Copter III, a LanLan stickless 4x4 Octahedron, a Dayan Gem VII, and a Dayan Gem IV, and got this free cube stand and 2 free cube bags. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.